What's up, people? We're back. We're here. And we're here to talk about Until Dawn. Was it as good as the game? I've never played the game, but I can tell you it wasn't. It definitely wasn't. Did they follow the source material of the game? Again, I've never played the game, but
Trailer, no
I
clue.
highly doubt it. They probably just did some basic shit like they always do for games, video game movies, which I don't understand. But yeah, welcome to another episode of Horror vs. 30. And we are here. How's it going, guys?
I'm good.
What's up?
So yeah, like I said,
Going
Until
well.
Dawn.
I never played the
Um,
game either. So.
Me neither. I do want to say this, but before we really dive into the movie. First of all, good evening to everybody out there. Hope you're all doing great. Gamer, how you doing today? How's it going?
I am doing very well, actually.
I'm happy to hear that. How about you, Trevor?
Doing quite well. The movie, I'd like my time back, but besides that, doing great.
I get that. I get that. And James?
I had a good day. Watched a couple movies.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, today was pretty good. Today was pretty good. I do want to say it's about this movie. Wasn't a big fan of it, but it made me want to play the game. It made me want to check out the game. It really made me want to check out the game because I'm like, there's a few cool things that are probably in this movie that they maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna ask Gamer in a minute, that they may have pulled from the game, like super basic shit from the game, and just left out like all the great stuff that made people fall in love with the game. I could be wrong with that. Maybe they just took the title and that was it. I don't know.
That's exactly what I was hoping to find out from Gamer.
But before Gamer answers that question, we're gonna dive into ratings really quick. So James, what'd you give this?
I never played the game, but I like the kills in it, so I'm just going to go down the middle. I'm going to say a 5.
Okay. Trevor?
3, and that's being nice.
Now I'm going to say right now, I'm going to say two things. One, you do not have to be nice.
Okay,
Two, there is negative ratings in this. I go to a -10 because of Blood Lake, so you can go in the negatives if you need to, Trevor.
No, it's not that bad.
Okay. Gamer?
4.5.
4.5. I'll say 4. Now, Gamer, you play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
How close was this to the game?
So we've all been excited because we play Phasmophobia and we know that there's going to be a movie or something put in production for it. This is could be a foreshadowing or a very early and eager warning of what not to do to those who are about to make that production. It jumbles things from the game. It changes characters. The main character, it doesn't make a huge difference as far as male versus female, but certain aspects of the certain things that occur with the storyline and him being there looking for his thing and trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And they give you way too much, way too early. There's so many missteps in this. Although it does look good and there are things that are kudos to the game with the visuals on like the creatures and everything like that. And the creepiness vibe, they didn't even pull off the creepiness vibe of like the sound of his voice coming from wherever while you're in there are certain elements that you have to hit on with things. Still looked really good. Music was good, but even though it looked good, there was areas where it was way too fucking dark. So it distraction pulls you out of it at yet another point besides the pacing of the story. And then if you know the story and you've played the game, you're scratching your head like the whole way waiting for more nostalgia to hit you from the game. So it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating because the game will have your own mind twisted after a while. Like you get done playing the game, you put the controller down, and it's one of those games you got to decompress from. Like,
oh, nice.
Walk away, get up, go watch a cat video, hug your child, see your wife, Like that game and the Evil Within, two
Mhm.
games that forget about it, bro.
Yo, The Evil Within. That movie, or sorry, that game, part 1 and part 2, which I never finished, but still just played them both. I need to go back into those, but
I've heard wonderful things
phenomenal.
about them.
Phenomenal. Like the scare factor in those is awesome.
The true like main element that they got right was Groundhog Day, essentially.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
you know, Happy Death Day or whatever. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
reoccurring. That's. But there's so many other missteps, bro. So many, and it sucks because it's made for today's society and for today's audiences. So it has to take away from the elements that were almost key and vital in some points to the game.
Yeah.
Isn't there supposed to be 2 psychics?
2 psychics?
I thought I read somewhere about this movie. They're like, the game has 2 characters that are psychic or something.
Then I missed that.
Like
And
Meg.
again, it fucked with me so bad. I was just happy to finally get through.
It could be wrong. It could be a false thing I seen. I don't know.
Hey, some games are worth another playthrough, and it's
So-
definitely worth another playthrough, not another watch through.
Oh,
So,
definitely
gamer,
not.
one thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say no. So real quick, me and the wife we watched this last night.
Mhm.
I fell asleep. We both fell asleep. She fell asleep for the rest of the movie. I was like, you know how like when you're like laying down comfortable, you like doze off, wake up kind of deal. I was doing that for like the last half hour, 40 minutes of it. So I was like, you know what? I'm working from home the next day.
Mhm.
Get while I'm working, I'll throw the movie back on to where I left off, maybe a little bit behind, a little, back, rewind it back a little bit and watch the rest of it and finish it. And I'm just like, fuck, man. Like what? Use the source material. When you have source material, and I'm just speaking on video game movies, because the movies that pull from the books, I feel nowadays are getting a lot better than they were back in the day. Video game movies are still fucking up. This movie just came out last year. Use the source material. There's a reason why us people that love video games and love certain games will play the same game or a remake of that same game or every fucking sequel for 10 to 20 years because we love the game. There's a reason for that. There's a story that goes with it. There's stuff that goes with it that you guys just decide to leave out. You take the title. You might take the look of some of the villains in the movie for the movie from the game, if you even do a good job at that. And then that's about it. You'll throw a few elements in there that's just like, oh shit, I'm this, the visuals and this, that, cool. But where's everything? Where's the story? What draws me in? Where's the scare? Where's the fear? Where's, again, what drives me here? Because if you guys can get better at this shit, you're going to drive the horror gamers and the people that love a game like this to the theaters, and then the horror fans in general to the theaters to like, holy shit. And then you may even get the crossover to, oh my goodness, this movie is this good. I should check the game out. Talk to the people that make the game. Be a fan of the fucking game. Play the fucking game. Learn the game. Love the game. Get a hold of the creators. Hey, we would love to make a movie of this. We would love you to help us out with this. Boom. And you can do such a better job than just ignoring all of that. Do the fans a service.
As much as I get that games are a great medium to tell a more voluminous story because of how much gameplay there is, how many nuances and details, and you're doing side quests, this, that, like there's so many little things going on that help build cutscenes. So I understand that some games take 10 hours, some games take 50 hours or 100 hours to complete.
Yeah.
I get that. So it's hard to pick and choose, but just pick one of those main storylines and always make it come back to the center. And with even that being said, not everything has to be modernized and politicized and agendaized. Just leave it the fuck alone. It was entertaining as it was, and now it's something you made real for us. Why do we need to now change these other things? Like, stop. If you want to make a political statement in a movie, go make a political movie and a political statement. The movie itself and the game itself made enough of a statement about the human psyche as it was. You didn't need all this extra fucking mumbo jumbo with all the fucking. It irritates me.
I mean, no matter what, the characters in this film are shallower than a puddle of piss. So it doesn't even make a difference, in my opinion. I mean, one of the things I wanted to ask you, Gamer, and it's something that I was like, man, okay, this is kind of interesting. Oh, this, wait, why aren't they doing this? Is there a lot more lore in the game versus what we got in the movie?
Yeah, because like you pretty much start off the game not knowing what the fuck is going on, because it's like that opening scene where she's on the ground and stuff like that, and then all these weird things start happening, like, and you're walking through and then a flash happens and you're in the middle of something else, and then all of a sudden another flash happens, and it's so disorienting. And then like you pick corridors and things change, and there's like all these different things that occur, and you're the whole time trying to figure out like what the hell is going on? Is what's real, what's not real? You got the creepy voice of the guy. He wasn't menacing enough, and I love the guy who played the doctor in this. He does a good job as like a mobster, a Russian bad guy. Like, I love him. He can be an asshole. He can be mean. He wasn't really that like menacing, dreadful, and like where you get that sense he's really, really enjoying this, and
he was more menacing running
and the thing is, you don't even know who he is when you're in the game until like so far into the game. You don't realize any of the things about the creations or none of this stuff. You're just experiencing it, and then back again, and then it changes, and then you don't know none of that until like the third act of the fucking game. This thing.
So do they lose their memory?
40 minutes in.
I don't think they lost their memories.
Yeah, every time they died, they didn't know what the hell happened. They go, I can't remember enough. That's why they had to record it.
And the one girl was writing the name in the book every day.
Yeah, she goes,
we
like died more than once because we wrote our names multiple times in the book.
Well, I mean that wasn't like the film was written in a way that it was completely off.
Yeah, and and that's another misstep then too. If they did play it like that, but then the movie didn't even feel like, because every time they jump back, they're already in action, like they already know what's going on. You fucked it up. Like that's how the game is, but the game is also confusing, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know, you know what I mean? You know everything because you got the bird's eye view of it all. So good luck with Phasmophobia.
I wonder if they'd be better off with doing, which I'm going to say something about Phasmophobia in a minute, but if they would be better off doing some of these video game movies into a series, like an 8 to 10 episode series, because then you have there's 10. Say if you did 8 to 10 episodes, that's 8 to 10 hours, an hour per episode. You have time to build character development because these games, like, I mean, they don't go. They do all that. They build it up. You at least learn about the main handful of characters. You learn about the main story, this, that, and the third. You could do that with a series. And then as far as Phasmophobia goes,
Halo
I think
finally did it.
I think what will work for them, two things I think that'll work for them. If I'm not mistaken, I believe whoever's making the movie is working with the creators of the game. And two, there's not really like a story of the game besides like ghost hunting.
Yeah.
So it's like they could kind of fill in a story, and hopefully they use the locations from the game in the movie one way or another. I don't know how they'll get them there, this, that, and the third, but hopefully they'll kind of build around that, because I've watched a lot of like ghost hunting type of movies or something like that. Like Grave Encounters, for example, is a great one. I love that one. Or Ganjam Asylum, for example, which would be different from Phasmophobia, but similar to where like a group of people, a team of people go in and figure out if this is real and kind of go hunt it. So if they kind of go with similar to those, just with that, but tell it in the Phasmophobia way, I think they could do something good with it. I really do. I hope they don't fuck it up, but we'll see. And again, I
also hope they got to recognize the ghost and try to stop it. Like have something like that. Just not going in and going, oh yeah, that's a banshee, then go on into the next.
You know? Or like say if they had to do it to where maybe they put it in a movie to where like, you know, yeah, I like that too. Or if they knew like say just using Tanglewood, for example. Say Tanglewood had the Banshee in it. And they knew Tanglewood had the Banshee. Say the diner had the gore. You know what I mean? Say like each location had a different ghost and they knew it was there. They just had to find it, make sure it was that ghost. Whatever the case may be, I don't know. But I just hope they pull like everything they can pull from the game, which is everything, and put that into a movie. But we'll see. Again, but would that work better as a series as well? If you really think about it, like would video game movies work better as series than movies? Because then I feel they can really go into more detail. Like look at Welcome to Derry, for example. If they made Welcome to Derry into a movie, it wouldn't be that great. It was 8 episodes. you got a nice build up of everything, and it was cool how it connected with chapter 1 and chapter 2 of it. And I like how they're going backwards with it, doing prequel, basically, but they're connecting everything together. But they're doing it as like 8 to 10 episode series, which I think for a lot of stuff it works better than a movie does. And I feel maybe video games that want to be made into live action adaptations should kind of follow suit and do that instead of what they've been doing over the years, which is movies to where they ignore everything.
May I interject?
Yeah, of course.
It kind of depends on the game and like the context of it. All right, because Uncharted, I love that video game series. It's an adventure treasure hunting game. You find like Shambhala, the City of Gold. You find El Dorado, and you're fighting the baddie who's the rich and wants the power or whatever, right? And you find these artifacts, and they did a good job with the movie, but that's all they did because they changed certain things instead of just literally giving us exactly what we play through. Because those games, everybody play through those games says the same thing. I'm playing through a movie. So it's already set for you. There's all these different connections and all this lore and that like real historical stuff that some people may know about because that's their interest. Some people may not, and now they might go digging for that or educate themselves. But either way, there's this intrigue and there's a lore that just goes with that. So it's easier to do. They would have had much more success if it would have stuck to the character types from the game, like Mark Wahlberg, completely wrong cast. Tom Holland, okay, I guess if you want to portray a younger one, but we didn't get a younger one until the 4th one when we see him. So that's why they did all of this, like trying to just congeal everything instead of just maybe doing literally what the games did and giving us a part 1, a part 2, part 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you just wanted to keep it that, instead of making it go all the way to 4 or 5, give us 3 solid and have the character in movie land have a good solid end to his story, whatever. But the fanfare's happy. They got what they wanted. It was, faithful and loyal to the original creators, which shows homage as well, but then also pays its homage to the people who made it what it was, the fans.
No, you're right. You're right. And just to go back to what I was saying,
it's heavy
too,
lore, it's gotta be fucking episode.
And
I feel
lore is where it's at right now, as far as the transfer of video games, analog horror, movies. Everybody loves lore, and that's the big misstep, I think, massive of many, but one of the really big ones that David Sandberg, the director who also did the film Shazam, did for this film. What little things that were interesting, like the town and the sinkhole and the insane asylum and what's going on. And I think I understood, but I'm still not sure. Were they supposed to be the townspeople that were chasing them at the end?
Or all the other missing people that turned into the creatures?
Yeah, is it the missing people? And that's where I felt like, what little bit of lore there was just didn't.
I can see that.
And today's audiences need that. They've always needed it, but they especially need it now, as opposed to like, okay, we're gonna start this. Like, I'm just gonna watch the game. Watch the game. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a movie feel like what I just did, but if the person who's making the adaptation doesn't want to dig deep, you kind of end up with what this is.
You know what's crazy about that, Trevor?
What?
Is that we do live in the age that we live in, and you could probably go do that same exact thing and watch the actual game playthrough of cutscenes, everything, and it still be better than this because it's more involved. It explains more. It gives you more. You get more of the intensity. Like,
I'm horrible at video games, and I hate it because I know there's all kind of great stories and concepts out there that I just can't get beyond like level 2.
I watch some people play games because they take too long. If it's over 10 to 20 hours to beat a game for an average gamer, I won't even consider playing it because I'm like, I don't, not that I don't want to spend this much time on it. It's just I can't. I just
Yeah,
can't.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, but I can get the entertainment out of it. I can learn about the game, and then I can go watch somebody play the game because we live in that day and age.
Well, I always wondered why, I remember the first time I saw somebody I was around, a younger gentleman, watch people play Minecraft
My
on
nephew.
YouTube. And I was just like, this makes no sense to you. This makes no sense to me. And then once my kids started doing some of the same, I was like, oh, this shit's play by play. It's the new style of sports announcing, and it's also social. So, this is another thing. If you want to really appease fans of a source material, let's take video games, really capitalize on those special things that the fans love about that versus any other game. And I will end what I think about this film by saying one thing. It might have been a little better than Old Bull's House of the Dead, but I need to think about that. And that's it.
I lowered my rating to a 3.5 because.
And Gamer, I love the passion I see in you when you talk about this. That was like the one I was like, oh goody. And so that's really awesome. And also it makes me feel better about hating the movie so much.
Now it is what it is.
Freaking
Aaron, move mine down to a 4.
I got you. Chad, I hear you, man. I hear you. You know what? I do game like with the newer stuff, but I still love the Nintendo, the Super, the 64, all that shit. I miss playing those at times. I miss playing, and I have them all still. Well, my 64, my daughter has now, but I have them all still. And sometimes I want to hook them up and stream and play them like I used to. I think like a year or two ago, which I am gonna get back to my solo gaming streaming because there's some games I want to get through again, and this may be one of them, or at least attempt to. I'm not gonna lie, because like Gamer was saying, like it's just tough with like you want to spend these hours on a certain specific game. Like I want to dive back into Resident Evil 7, which I did start it. I took a break, and I'm just like, fuck, man. Like because I have so much fun playing Faz with these guys and all these other games. I'm like, I do love that solo aspect of it with the story-driven games and all that stuff. Yeah, but this movie, man, it's disappointing. Again, it's disappointing because you have the source material, you have the cheat code right there. It's like it's like failing an open book test when your teacher's like, listen, it's all open book. The answers are literally right there. Page 1, 2, and 3 is all you have to read. Yeah. And they're just like, nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna go with what I think. Yeah. Like, why?
I think part of it is they want to make it their own.
And all right, so I have an idea for all directors and creators who want to take on a project as a passion project that currently exists in another medium. Involve the original creator.
Yes.
Kind of like Nintendo did and made sure and approved things. And then here's I think could be one of the golden tickets. Instead of you doing that, like James said, and just going, hey, I want to make it my own, put your pride to the side and go, I want to make the best thing that I can for this, and go, hey, creator, thank you for entrusting me. Not only do I want to make sure this is right, what are the things you wish you would have done that you would have done differently now that you got the chance? Like if you were making this game over, let's make this as a movie. Let's make the fix that you want.
Kind of like Henry Cavill with his take on getting something for Warhammer
and Ultron.
Like, he's putting out his whole like life savings to make sure that
they keep to the lore.
Warhammer is Warhammer, and that's the kind of love that you really need for anything that's adapted, but video game especially, because it's like walking for a movie a lot of the time, except I could see where you would even become more attached to the characters because you find yourself having a favorite character. But no, this movie, just the dialogue, although I will admit The dialogue reminded me of some of the games I had played over the past 15 years, where you just want to hit the button that goes skip, 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 because the dialogue is so bad to the point that a person says something and you go, wait, they're going to say that, and they do.
Yeah,
It's not just lazy to the source material. It's lazy filmmaking from a guy who's had 2 pseudo blockbusters. Shazam and Lights Out was a surprise hit. So this is really lazy filmmaking by him.
It just, I don't understand. I really don't understand it. I really don't understand how you have something to where the source material is successful, very successful, probably made a lot of money, and people love it. People went to go see this movie because they thought they were going to do it justice, and they didn't. And I'm like, why does this keep happening over and over and over when it comes to video game adaptations into film? Why? Stop fucking it up. And I know there's a new Resident Evil movie coming out soon, or within the next year or two. Don't fuck it up. I forgot your name, but I know you're a Resident Evil fan. He did the guy. He's a good director. He did Barbarian. I think it's Zach.
Oh, that Barbarian was good.
He did Barbarian. Did a few other movies. I forgot what. But use the source material. I know you're a big fan of it. Use the source material. Do not drop the ball on this. Don't just use the names from the movie. Fuck all
and
that.
It's not a difficult fucking story to follow either. It's a video game. They don't make it like you got to be a genius to fucking do this shit.
So,
ooh, okay, another thing, gamer. So there's that one scene where the 2 characters just like, okay, let's get in the Jeep and just go. And then they head into this fog and you see this large creature. And I'm getting like Lovecraft vibes, Mist vibes, and there's nothing else about it.
Nothing.
Yes.
That was a major letdown because I'm like, ooh, I'm starting to. And then also the Wendigo thing. I'm like, how can you bring in a cryptid without bringing in more explanation why a person turned into a cryptid in an insane asylum? I don't know.
Just by going crazy.
Just accept it,
I guess.
The only way I can make sense of it is environmental stresses bring out phenotypical expressions of an organism. So if you put, let's say, a plant in certain conditions, it may show certain colors on the leaf, or it might do certain things like produce certain oils to either protect itself from predators or whatnot, or it's going to try to survive or whatnot. So it's trying to, I think, explain that, and that humans within, if we really we're just so ugly that we'll just be that monster if we're just let to our own fucking stupidity and anxiety. Like I don't.
It does kind of take from the Wendigo concept. Because basically I was under the impression that the Wendigo versus the serial killer was, and this one I had to come up with myself compared to but I felt that it was all those souls and all that pain, and then they say hunger, but it's all that pain that leads to the creation of the Wendigo. But I had to come up with that one myself. Now the serial killer, is there any more, or is he just a blanket serial killer even in the video game?
Man, and there's even with just the imagery of what the cover is, with the house and so much underground and stuff like that, and it decayed away. Like they only touched. They only touched.
Kind of
and when they did touch, if it was super dark, and it kind of felt like you were just in like the first level of a basement, like if you're trying to get to a bunker type deal. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like you were deep underground in corridors that you have to navigate and are like mazes. You know what I mean?
Oh, by the end of the movie, I couldn't. If somebody said write a map, I couldn't do it. Like, tell us now, write a small map of where these characters are. This one's here. Yeah, exactly. There's no like flow to this film.
And in most games, guess what you get? A map. As you uncover areas, it shows up, and you can either go into the menu or it comes up in the top corner of the screen.
Well, they played with that. They try, and I even said when it popped out, when they got the map out, I was like, "Oh, it's the legend for the game."
And you saw it for 1.1
second. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
Another thing I didn't like about this movie, I don't like when every character survives.
I'm with you on that.
I'm like,
well, this Melanie chick, they kind of totally forgot about her, so I'm assuming she's dead.
Well, it was too late. She became part of the darkness.
But the thing is, did they survive? Because on the monitors it changed. He started whistling, and the vehicle pulled up.
I think it's a new vehicle. It was a van, not a Jeep.
Oh, okay. I thought I couldn't see.
Oh, well, it changes to a different house.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
So it's like he's still alive doing his experiments. Is he dead? Is he supernatural? Is he like a djinn? Like, is he doing tricks and shit on fucking people just to have fun? I don't understand if he's alive or a fucking ghost. I don't know what's going on there.
Bro, they tried doing almost like he's fucking what's his name? The dude with the white hair from Resident Evil, fucking Spiker or
no. No. I know his name. I just can't think of it.
Riker?
Fuck. I forgot too. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, how many times hasn't that man been killed in Resident Evil?
True.
Oh, what is
and then it comes to find out Resident Evil's all clones. Like
Albert Wesker.
I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, Wesker.
Yeah.
But he also got, like, in the game, he got the fucking
virus,
whatever it is, the virus in him. So that's why he was the way he was. And they fucked it up in the movie, of course.
Yeah.
The movies, because we did review those. What's good, Grandizer? What's good, 3 Geeks?
What's up?
As far as that I'll say probably not, but if so, it'd probably be more so on Popcorn and Pints. But I don't know if we're gonna do that or not, just because we're so scheduled out with Popcorn and Pints stuff right now.
What is it?
As far as an honor for Robert Duvall.
Oh,
great Robert Duvall. And
was he in any horror movies?
Oh, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but
I give it a 3.5. Seen Snobs.
I'm going down. I'm giving it a 3. I dropped it down more
because the ending 4.5.
I wanted that douchebag to die and stay dead. The fucking the jock one type.
The one who was driving the Jeep.
Yeah. I did not like him.
The Kinko copy characters.
It was just. It was bad. It was rough.
They had to have every type too. You notice that? It's always the same type. You got the jock. It's like a Scooby-Doo gang. Like those motherfuckers are not really friends with each other.
He was annoying.
Well, it almost got self-referential there for a little bit. And I was like, oh, well, is this not taking itself seriously? Yeah. And then it didn't follow that either. It just honestly, I mean, unfortunately, David might have got stuck with a project that was a license that was going to run out. And they were just like, oh, shit, we spent so much for this license. We got to make something from it. And that happens a lot. And that's why a lot of times you see adaptations that are shit, because they're like, well, either we lose the fact that we paid millions and millions for this license to eventually create something, or do we just throw something together and, lick our wounds and whatever.
I think I originally gave it a 5 when I said it's okay, because I think the kills like entertained me in a way where I was like, oh, it wasn't that bad. But now we're talking about, I think, the storyline and it's shit. It's crap. But I still give credit to the effects and the kills. Like some of them were pretty fucking cool. Like when that dude got chopped in half right in the fucking beginning. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I was like, this movie's gonna be like this. There's gonna be gore, fucked up shit. I like the effects of the old lady giving the mask and she started rotting, and it got turned into. I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
You know what it is?
Cool, there's cool visuals.
Yeah, cinematography was nice too.
Like Gamer said though, when they're underground, they could have made that beautiful, but they made it dark.
So I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but so it goes with the dark. I just want to make sure it wasn't my Netflix.
I thought the same thing.
The only thing that makes sense and would be an editorial decision is, oh, we can't finish, or we're trying to hide some shitty makeup. And so, yeah, that was another lazy element. Thank you, Gamer. So sorry, James.
No, you're good.
The lighting guy was off that day.
Yeah, he was off.
Yeah.
So really quick, I just want to let you guys know what we reviewed this year, which good movies all the way up to this point. So we kicked the year off with Sinners. We had The Sadness right after that. Clown in a Cornfield.
Surprisingly good.
Surprisingly good, yeah.
The Substance. The Long Walk.
Yep.
Him.
Fucked up. Yep.
And then this. So then, and then we're here. Then we ended up here.
It could be worse though. It could be worse.
And it probably it may be at some point. It may be at some point. Again, we're doing 2025 horror movies. Up until certain parts of the year where we do our certain things that we do, but
could 2025 Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins.
Oh.
That was horrible.
Sorry.
They didn't do one thing right about that movie, about the story of fucking Mario. Like, what?
They got the name
Fighter with Raul Julia and
Jesus.
The little Bond was cute. That's about it.
They got the names right. They got the names right. I will say the newer Mario movie they did. I know it's not live action, but I had a good time with that. I had a real
animated.
I can't wait for that either.
Sonic.
Yes. Yes.
How much lore is into it? I don't know, but it was good still.
I mean,
the story was fine. It was entertaining.
There's not really much story to those games, really. Like Mario saved the princess type of deal, but they made her more badass. And Sonic
just runs and collects coins and fights a boss at the end of the stage.
Eat some chili dogs. You know what I'm saying?
3 Geeks Street Fighter was fucking terrible.
Street Fighter.
And Street Fighter is Super Street Fighter is my favorite fighting game of all time. That movie, like, you know how when you watch a movie as a kid, like you're expecting like, oh, I'm gonna love this because it's Batman, or I'm gonna love this because it's Street Fighter. I fucking hated Street Fighter. Yep. I like Street Fighter the movie video game. It's called Street Fighter the movie. That video game better than the movie. Yeah, and it was on the Saturn.
Yep. Bro.
But other than that, that's the best thing I could say about that.
with Street Fighter,
I'm hoping all Masters of the Universe movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they're all bad.
It looks okay, but it looks like it has the potential to be a bit bro-ish.
I'm hoping Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are decent. The new movies, the Mortal Kombat, I'm not as concerned about, but Street Fighter, yeah.
Here's what I'm hoping from Street Fighter. I'm hoping the original 1995 Street Fighter we got is like Street Fighter Part 1, like the game, the arcade game, the video game, okay? And now I'm hoping this version that we're getting now is going to be our Street Fighter 2 or possible Street Fighter 2 Turbo. You heard?
I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm hoping. Because that's when Street Fighter became Street Fighter.
I'll even say Street Fighter 1 for the arcade was better than that fucking movie. And then we had the original Street Fighter 2 on the Super and Sega and all that shit, which was dope. But we'll see. The
arcade game was shit.
It was better than the movie.
Shit.
Okay, listen, if the arcade game was shit, the movie was Hot Runs.
Hot Runs?
Yeah. Spicy diarrhea when you're eating too much spicy foods and you got the runs. Yeah, that.
Poor Raul Julia.
And before you knew about wipes, you had to get the toilet paper wet.
Last roll. That was so sad.
Did so good.
I know.
He did great acting in it. Don't get me wrong, but it was just.
But he was like Shakespearean level fucking actor, man.
Wrong role, all that shit. And Jean-Claude Van Damme playing fucking guy. Here's another. Since we're talking about the Street Fighter movie, now here's my rant with that movie. You have, like, in the game, it's Japan, Back then it was USSR. You have like, you know what I mean? All the fucking places of where each character was from. And you just completely ignored that. Like, fuck this shit. Like,
except
why?
for Chun-Li.
Chun-Li. Yeah, maybe Chun-Li. And then we even did the other Street Fighter movie, the Chun-Li movie. That shit was bad too. Like,
yeah, it was. That was just
stop it. Stop it. Just listen. If you guys are gonna respect the source material from the games, cut this shit. Knock it off.
Especially a fucking action movie where you mainly you only less dialogue, you just more ass kicking.
I mean, you have dialogue, and each character did have for one, I was such a fan of Street Fighter. Remember how video games used to come with the booklets?
Yeah, to tell you how to use the shit and get you cheat.
Not only that, but like Street Fighter would tell you how to use their moves, and it would give you like the each character's brief little story,
the little background. Yeah.
What now? Now, when you buy a game, you don't even get a book. You open up the.
Those are 99 cents each as a DLC.
Yeah.
I think I only played Wing Commander once. I didn't even know there was a movie called Wing Commander, honestly.
No, I've never.
Wait, what game?
Wing Commander?
Oh, dude. Oh, love that game. PC and on Sega CD. I had it on both. Oh, love that game. One of the hardest flight simulators for a kid my age, but man, I love that game. That and Sewer Shark. Was it Sewer Shark?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was called Sewer Shark or something like that. And it's, you're driving this fucking thing in the sewers, going like light speed, shooting at fucking like aliens and shit. It's weird. It was fun.
Yeah, I never heard that one.
All right, gents. So I'm gonna pull this charity thing up.
I've relived a lot of nostalgia tonight. My apologies, everyone.
No. Hey, listen. There's nothing wrong with that. There's
much better than this movie.
Yep. The memories were much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next Friday, the 27th at 7:00 Eastern time, Curse of the Swamp Creature. We are doing a script read for that, a charity script read for our guy. He's a friend of the shows, friend of the Scene Snobs, friend of Horror Research 30. He has MS. We're going through some rough times. We're gonna do a charity event. All the money, everything's gonna go to his GoFundMe. So link will be in the description. Let's fucking knock out MS and help a great person out, and have a good time with this script read, because it's gonna be fun, funny, and silly as they are.
Especially if I end up being a certain character.
Yep. We're not giving anything away. That's all we're telling you guys. That's all we're telling you guys, because it's gonna be fun, and I'm super, super, super excited for it. But now's that time, people. What time is it? It's that weekly rental time. And I'm gonna kick it off with you, Gamer, for your weekly rentals. And I'm gonna bring them up right now, peeps. So here we go. Boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, since I did such a poor job last week, here are my rentals from this week. I started off with The Spy Next Door. It just happened to be playing, and it was on YouTube's free list. I ended up watching it while doing a bunch of housework, and by the end of it, ended up saying, not bad. What was the second one?
I'll pull it up again. I was just...
Kick-Ass. I love Kick-Ass. I love
Kick-Ass, yeah.
It's a superhero movie, but it's got shenanigans and tabackery, and there's comedy, but go watch that and the second one. And then, of course, Jurassic World. Who doesn't like a modern-day Jurassic tale of love, dinosaurs, death, and despair, and world-ending calamity? Starring Chris Pratt. It was a great time. And then Demolition Man. It's a classic. It starred with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. And if you're a fan of action movies and the 90s, you probably know it's probably one of Wesley Snipes' best performances as well.
Yeah.
So,
aren't they making a follow-up to that?
They're making I think it's a reboot or
yeah, because I thought they were both like tied to some recreation of Demolition Man.
Really? Nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that's Gamer's weekly rental report. Boom.
Rental report. Wait a minute. So did you say it's worth the late fee?
Okay, yeah. Are any of those movies worth all those movies worth a late fee?
I would say all of them are worth a late fee except for Spy Next Door. Although fun, it's not one that you always go back to. If it's on, you catch it, you don't mind it.
Okay.
Okay. James, but you for your.
All right. So this week I watched not many. Gamer watched more than I did, but I only got 3 movies in, not counting tonight's movie. So the first one I did watch was Godless. I wanted to see this when it first came out, but it wasn't available in the US. I think it was Australia only. I think I'm throwing a fucking curveball there. I don't know, but I finally seen it, and the story itself, it's not bad. I mean, it's okay. It's a good exorcism twist. Kind of, it's one of those. Is it psyche or is it really a demon?
Mm-hmm.
It's that play on religion in a way. So.
Okay.
It's not bad. Mantis, that is a I seen it on Netflix. I was in the mood for seeing someone get their ass kicked. So I was like, oh, what's this one? And I've been into Korean movies lately.
Oh, nice.
I've been watching a lot of dramas too, Trevor shows. But what was I say? Mantis is pretty cool. I just wish it had more fighting. It was more like. It was kind of like a mafia thing. Organizations want to take over each other. They want certain, like the old school rules to be broken and all that stuff. So it's entertaining. Get me wrong. It's fine. Dead Chocolate. Chocolate I watched this morning. Okay. Because I was in the mood for ass kicking again. For some reason, I wanted to see people get punched in the face. This movie, autistic girl. I still don't understand why. I'm guessing it's because she loves M&Ms. But her name is not Chocolate. It has nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? But she's an autistic girl she learned to be a badass martial artist just by watching. She watched movies and she would rewind and watch how they did it, rewind how they do it. Then they didn't know. At first, it started off like a game where the kid was just throwing shit to make money. They're throwing shit and she just catches it out of the air like that. Someone threw a knife and she caught it like right here before it hit their eyes, but she didn't start bleeding. She didn't feel the pain. She's autistic. She's sitting there and the brother is like, not the brother, nephew or some uncle is like, oh no. He's like, no, you don't catch everything. And like, who threw this? But then it gets to where she actually ends up fighting, beats the shit out of people. A warehouse scene, kicked ass. A fucking meat market, beat the shit out of people. She's going around collecting money that they owe her mother. I'll say that. I won't say the reason and everything. But out of all these movies, Chocolate is worth the fucking late fee. I mean, I might keep it for 2 weeks.
Oh shit!
I love that fucking movie. It was so entertaining and a lot of ass kicking. And it's different when it's a child. You know, she's like, I don't know. They didn't say her age really. I think it was like 13, 14. She's going around beating full-grown men's asses. One of the movies she was learning the martial arts from was Anbak. The flying knees and the fucking elbows and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
That's high, isn't it?
Awesome. Yeah.
That's my weekly Reynolds.
Very nice.
Nice. And Trevor?
Oh, well, I'll first say that I would actually these are 4 movies I saw this week that are worth keeping a day or two. So let's start the other way. Hands of Orlac, a 1960 Christopher Lee film, directed by a guy named Edmond Revelle, who was a French filmmaker who did a lot of French New Wave films. It was released around, well, it was latter, but some of you might remember a horror movie called Mad Love. And both these are based on a story and also a silent film. But what makes this one really interesting is it really plays on the idea of subliminal in the mind. So Hands of Orlac is our first film for this week.
Nice.
Odio mi cuerpo, or I Hate My Body, is a film that is part of the Spanish subversive movement post dictator Franco. by Leon Klivnovsky, who did a lot of science or horror films and also westerns. Now, when I picked up this film, I got it from Mondo Macabro. I assumed it was going to be a piece of shit. And the film starts out very much in that way. There's a guy who's cheating on his wife, and he and the woman he's cheating with end up running into a bridge, and their car explodes, and they're both virtually dead. And then the doctor named Adolf comes in to say all this, and then you have his nurse proceed to say, "Well, you could continue those experiments you did back in World War II with the Nazis." I'm thinking this is going to be the worst piece of shit ever. But what happens is the guy's brain is put in to the woman he was with's body, and I'll be honest, it is one of the most transgressive and massive feminist statements, which includes references to the Catholic Church and also Spain post and under Franco. So definitely recommend that one.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Lo Spectro, or The Ghost, Ricardo Freda. This is one of the films he did without Mario Bava. It's a great companion piece to another gothic, beautiful film he did called The Horrible Dr. Hitchcock. Kind of gaslighty in its plot, but just beautiful Italian gothic stuff, written by the legend Ernesto Gristaldi.
Mm.
And a really intriguing film, La Campana de Inferno, or The Bell from Hell, that the director, Guerin, actually died before the end of the film, and a pretty major legend of Spanish cinema, Juan Antonio Bardem, finished the film. It's also part of that post-Franco Spain subversive cinema, and it has a lot to do with class and things of that nature, but it takes it to such a surreal end that the characters are visually compared to and brought to a level of being cattle slaughtered in an abattoir. I wouldn't say it's an entertaining view, but it's definitely a fascinating film that takes some major chances post-Franco Spain.
Okay.
Nice, nice, nice. Now, really quick, Trevor, I can't remember if you said this or not. Were any of those movies worth the late fees? Worth the late
all
fee?
of them. All of them are worth
okay.
the late fees. And
Nice.
I watched Hands of Warlock twice this week. So
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. So I guess I'm up next.
Ooh.
So I'll kick it off with Valentine. I actually watched that. I believe we watched it on Valentine's Day. Or no, actually, no, we watched it that Sunday.
Mhm.
And it's a fun slasher. It's a really, really fun slasher. It starts off with kids. I believe they're in middle school at a school dance. There's one kid that gets bullied all the time, and one girl lies on him, put some smut on his name, throw some dirt on his name. They were making out under the bleachers, and these boys seen him making out, so they're they're just yelling shit at them. And then she said that the boy attacked her, which he did not. It was very consensual. And then they grow up to adults, and some shit happens, some slashing happens, and it is entertaining. It's worth a one-time watch at least. I wouldn't say it's worth the late fees, but it is worth a one-time watch. And all these movies I'm about to tell you about are on Tubi. Movie number 2, The Plague. This one here was an interesting film. I wish they got deeper into the story and like as to why certain things happen. So there's a part where it starts out where there's kids, like the kids in the town, all of them are in a coma for 10 years. And they all go into coma at the same exact time, and they all wake up 10 years later at the same exact time. And they're violent as shit, just fucking people up and killing and all that. But they don't really, I didn't figure out why. They didn't really explain why. Fun watch, good watch, one-time watch, not worth the late fees, but also not a bad movie. The next one, Low Lifes. This here was a good fucking time. This here was a really good fucking time, and it's close to being worth a late fee. Close, but it just missed in my opinion. But it gives you Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes in a sense, and it's one of those movies where it's like you don't want to judge a book by its cover as far as the looks of people and all that, because there's a family traveling in an RV, and they end up going to a home. And let's just say some shit happens at that home. I don't want to give too much away, but some shit happens at that home. Bunch of violence, bunch of killing and all this shit. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I would have never thought. Definitely worth the watch. Not worth the late fees. Now this right here, Intruders, was the best movie I watched this week. This was fucking awesome. This was definitely worth the late fees. It's a home invasion film. And so there's a lady, I believe her name is Anna. Her brother dies, and they were like really close. Her brother dies, they live together. He dies, I believe, of cancer. And so there's a funeral for him, of course, and she does not go to the funeral. The people who invade the home think that she's gone, think nobody's home because they know about the brother being dead and all this other stuff. So they come and invade the home, and let's just say they get into some shit they didn't think they were going to get into. Especially once they found out that she was there alone, a single female there alone. They just, oh man, there's so many surprises in this movie and so many gems in this movie. I was just like, this is something I would definitely. This and low lives I would watch again, for sure. But this one is definitely worth the late fees, 100%. Go out and watch it. Honestly, I would say watch all 4 of them, but if you were to only choose 1 or 2, I would say Intruders and Low Lives, definitely. I would say watch Low Lives first, then watch Intruders. But yes, definitely worth the late fees. Definitely had a great time with it. And I may watch it again at some point. Because it was really that good and that entertaining. And just certain shit with it, you're just like, oh, this girl ain't playing. This girl is not playing at all. Gotta get to this wheel now, guys. What's good, Jalen? Gotta get to this wheel now and see what we will be slicing and dicing next week. Hopefully it's better than the shit we watched tonight. But if not, I blame Mick.
Never seen Villains. Nope. Never seen
Villains? No, never seen that either.
Hold on, you guys see that Psycho Killer movie?
I seen that that's coming out. I seen a not a trailer. I seen like a picture of it earlier though. I do want to see it.
It was made by who was it made by? Oh shit. Fuck. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. I gotta go to the phone. I just had it.
It's coming out. It's coming out tomorrow, right? Well, technically tonight, but yeah.
On Friday. Yeah, tomorrow it comes out.
Let's see what we got. Is it Frankenstein? The new Frankenstein from last year?
Oh, good. I wanted to see that.
I heard some really good things about this.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro. Legend.
Frankenstein. So that's what we'll be watching next week. We'll be slicing and dicing that. And I'll tell you guys this. For those of you that are watching us live right now or are going to be watching this later on or listening to it, watch the movie and come jump in the comments and join the conversation with us because, we enjoy that shit.
If you've never seen it, yeah.
I've never seen it.
And I believe Frankenstein's on Netflix.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
No.
Yeah, it is on Netflix. That'll be exciting to watch. That'll be fun to watch.
It's produced by Netflix too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was. It's the most recent film by legendary Guillermo del Toro, and I've heard amazingly beautiful things about the film. Guarantee you're gonna like it better. I haven't even seen it. I can guarantee you're gonna like it better than what we just watched.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
This is the same guy who did Pan's Labyrinth and Shape of Water.
So it's gonna be beautifully
Crimson Peak. It's gonna look beautiful.
It's gonna look beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So,
I'm really excited for this one.
So one of the people who were doing Psycho Killer is involved with The Long Walk, and some of the other ones that was involved with was fucking some of the other movies we just saw actually recently too, or we've seen before. Boy, Gone. What the fuck was the other one that I was like, yo, that's awesome? Andrew, here we go. 7, 8mm, Panic Room, Sleepy Hollow, and they're all working on that Psycho Killer movie. So we'll see.
What do you do in Panic Room?
He was screenwriter. Andrew Kevin Walker. He was the screenwriter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 7mm and Panic Room were both really good scripts.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch Frankenstein because it's one of those that came out. I was like, I want to see this and just didn't get a chance. I didn't go out to movies last year a lot.
And then Gavin Polone, he produced Zombieland and 8mm. So they've worked together before on 2 or 3 different projects that were successful.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. That's really good, actually. But shit.
Grandizer, there's a website you can use that I use for a lot of movies. It's called lookmovie2.to.
There you go.
You search the movie, it has a lot of newer stuff on it.
Appreciate you, Jay. Appreciate it. We're about to wrap this one up anyway.
Yeah. I gotta go wrap my hair.
He does. That said, listen, peeps. We appreciate you guys showing up for us. We love that you're here. We love that you guys are here in the live. We love that you guys are gonna be listening to the show and watching it later on. Make sure you guys go check out WorstDamnGamerEvr. Make sure you guys go check out Ambassador Media. Make sure you check out Fade Theory. Check out the Scene Snobs. And check out Popcorn and Pints. As a matter of fact, this weekend on Popcorn and Pints, we're diving back into the Stephen King with The Shining and Dr. Sleep. And then the week after, we're doing The Shining, the little mini-series thing or whatever it is. I've never seen it.
Yeah, the 6-hour long CBS series.
So we'll be doing that as well. And then, of course, come here every Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern time for some more horror, some more fun with your favorite horror host, Sir Sturdy, and the crew. Shout out to Sturdy Slashers. I'll see you.